Welcome to a special video edition of This Must Be Heard, a recurring podcast featuring discussions of Delaware County Community College's events, achievements, and initiatives. I'm Nick Ruggiero. Today, Tashea White and I are here to talk with Dr. Kendrick Mickens about our College Student Resource Center. Our faculty advisor, Professor Maria Boyd, is also here to provide this technical support, along with Tashea's sister, Takina White. Welcome, everybody.
Hi, thank you.
How you guys doing?
Good.
All right, good. Well, I figured we just get right into it. Tashea, you got some questions ready for us, right?
Yes, I do. All right, so let's get started. To start, for anybody who is not familiar with the Resource Center, could you let us know a little bit about how the Resource Center got started and how the college got it up and running?
All right, so the Resource Center developed as a result of years of working with students some of our students who were experiencing some food insecurities. The Career Counseling Center, Campus Life, along with Professor Kathy Shank, basically led with providing some food resources to assist those students on days where they didn't have any, they needed some help with getting food for that particular day. It was definitely a short-term process, but that's where it started probably about 5-6 years ago. And then there was some national research done a few years back where over 30,000 students were interviewed throughout the country, and a large portion of those students indicated that they had food insecurities. So based on that study, the college did a study of its own in 2018, in which we interviewed over 1,000 students, surveyed over 1,000 students, and over 27% of those students indicated that they were experiencing some food insecurities.
Wow.
And then 50% of that population who were surveyed, they indicated that if we had a pantry on campus, they would utilize it. So that's where the thought process of creating the Student Resource Center came along at the under the direction or under the leadership of our president. She was really committed in helping us identify a space on campus where the students could come to one particular area to receive resources to help them with food insecurities and other insecurities that students may experience.
Great, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you just to get back to it, you did mention that all of this started with a necessity for food. And
Yes.
I'm sure now with the pandemic, there are different needs based on the pandemic and having to switch to online learning. So what types of resources are available for students now during the pandemic?
Well, all the resources that we provided before are still available for students. So we have the food resources, we have toiletries, we have school supplies. We also provide clothing in a limited way. The big one has been the support with the textbooks and access codes, because that's many students not being able to work, still wanting to, they're still in class and they still need to purchase their books and or access codes. That's probably been the biggest item in terms of requested item from students during the pandemic, so that they can continue receiving the academics, the support to help them do well in school in terms of their books and access codes. And then a lot of students who are on public transportation, they're still uncomfortable with catching public transportation at this point for obvious reasons. So in the event that that's the case, if they contact me, I'll make arrangements to get the food to them wherever they may live, so that we can take that out of the equation as a barrier.
Well, it's great you mentioned that, Dr. Mickens, because I was actually going to ask you about that. If a student was uncomfortable about, coming to campus, is there a way that they can get resources sent to them?
Yes, we'll find a way to get them the items they need. So if it's for textbooks or access code, we'll either, with the textbooks, we'll ship it to them. We're working directly with the bookstore. We have it shipped. If it's an access code, we can send that via email to them. All right.
That's great.
If it's food or toiletries, school supplies, then if they can't make it here, then we find a mutually agreeable place to meet. And in some cases, I've actually dropped some items off to students' houses to get them what they needed.
I love it. I love it. You got any hand sanitizer back there?
Hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
I think we do. I don't know.
Maybe some Clorox wipes.
It's been off so long. I forget where everything is.
So as far as everything moving online, have you seen an increase in need for assistance with providing Wi-Fi or laptops or any other
Yes,
technologies?
The college has done, I think, a great job with assisting with getting students laptops. So I've had students request those items as well, and I've worked just refer them directly to the Learning Commons. I believe it's Sarita Jackson. I think that's her name. But basically, if they contact the Learning Commons, I send them a link. They sign up for it, and then they make arrangement to come pick it up in the STEM building through public safety. And public safety, they do the exchange with the computers. And the same thing with the hotspots. The school has purchased some hotspots for students to help them, get access through Wi-Fi. So that's worked out pretty well. That was really big during summer 1. Not as much during summer 2, because I think for many of the students who were taking classes during summer 1 and continue through summer 2, they the school just allowed them to keep the computer. They just extended the loaning period.
Yeah.
So it's been, like I said, I think the school's done a great job. I think everybody's worked well together to try to get the students what they need as they requested, as much as possible.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's really great the work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, especially given the the period of time we've had to adjust.
Yes.
I think it's amazing, the way the college as a whole has adjusted to everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they had much more time than anyone else. You know what I mean? Everyone was just going on the fly. It was all happening so fast. Great.
Which leads into the next question, because we've spoken now about, you've given us a little bit of background about how the pickups have been working in terms of the students picking up whatever they've requested. So could you walk us through how students will get in contact with you in order to receive resources, or just request resources or different items, services?
They could call us directly at 610-359-7354 or 610-359-5340. That's our direct numbers. They can email us at the Resource Center. That's 2 words, Resource Center at DCCC.edu. Those are the direct ways to contact us. Let us know, the type of items that they're requesting. And basically, we'll just look to fulfill those needs. If we have it, we'll bag it up and try to have them make an appointment to come up here and pick the items up. But again, if it's not possible for them to come to the campus for whatever reason, we'll make arrangements to either send the items to them if that's possible, or deliver the items to them to the houses if necessary, or meet them somewhere in a central location to get them what they requested.
So I think that's excellent. And of course, we know that all of this is a community effort. So could you let us know how any other students or community members can help the Resource Center?
Well, we work in the past, we worked with the social work club. We work with it's been various students that have dropped items off. Faculty and staff have been great with donating items. We've partnered with a couple of organizations, one in Chester, one in Prospect Park. We partnered with Wawa. Wawa's giving us free breakfast sandwiches to give the students Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
What time's that at, Dr. Mickens?
Yeah, they started that. We started that. So that's going to be pretty popular, I believe, especially once everything is where the campus is reopened fully and students are able to come back to campus. I believe that's going to be pretty popular. So we're partnering with them with that. And I think I'm working on a couple other partnerships. There's one organization down in Upper Darby, the Upper Darby Outreach Center, and we've sent flyers out to students about it, where they provide 200 meals every Tuesday and Thursday. All you have to do is just show up. Or if you want them to deliver it to you, you can call and make an appointment and they'll deliver it to you.
Oh, okay, that's great.
So I'm looking to work with them to see if it's a possibility where we could have another day that they can add where we can provide hot meals to Delaware County Community College students.
That's great. So as a student, if I were to, if I wanted to donate something, is there any specific items that you might, favor, say, hey, here's what we take a lot, here's what we kind of need, here,
Well,
we don't want this, or we want,
Toiletries are always welcome. I would say pasta, those microwavable dishes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I see that a little bit of that going on the shelves back there. So I was wondering.
Those are really things. Those are super popular. Like the ramen noodles.
Yep.
The macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Right. I see some peanut butter and jelly up there. That's
jelly.
My favorite.
The canned goods are good. We get a lot of donations with that. Again, the toiletries are great. The bookstore, speaking of collaboration, the bookstore, we're working with them where they're gonna ask for donations for school supplies as customers come in.
Okay.
When the school year starts, and whatever customers, students, and other folks who visit the bookstore, whatever they decide to donate in terms of school supplies, they're gonna donate it to the center for us to give away to students.
That's great.
So yeah, those, but I would say the main things that are most requested or things that people like to donate or have been donating have been cereal, the pasta, snacks are always good. People love snacks.
Yeah.
And the toiletries.
Is that some Cheez-Its I see back there? Is that some Cheez-Its I see back there?
Oh yeah. But also the students who donate, also the faculty and staff that have donated and organizations. We create an environment that's very welcoming, and people want to just kind of hang out sometimes.
Yeah.
I've had students that just want to come and just sit around, just come and hang out. And the
Just
place
kick
is not
it,
that
man.
big.
Yeah.
But they're comfortable. So it's a real comfortable environment.
That's great.
So they're, they like coming here, and the one thing I really am happy about is that they feel very comfortable coming back. They like coming back, and they refer other students or other people to participate.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So is there anything else you would like anyone who's listening to know about the Resource Center?
And then whatever we can't cover, we're going to find out who can cover it to that particular office or that particular person to get him or her that support that they need. Because we get students that come looking for housing, and we don't provide housing, but we'll reach out to others on behalf of that student to try to get that student moving in the right direction to get him or her housing. So we try to meet the holistic needs of students, and we do it in a way that's very welcoming, and we are excited when students come to visit us and utilize the resources and services, but we're also excited when we have faculty, staff, and students donating items to benefit others. That really is exciting too. And the whole college community has been very supportive in that way. So it's our duty to be supportive of the students that can benefit from it.
You know, from my time here so far at Delaware County Community College, it just seems like one big family. You know what I mean? Like you keep mentioning how the faculty's helping out, the students are helping out, everyone's playing a part in this. And you guys are almost like the heart of the operation. It seems like, you know, really helping out. And it's great the work you guys are doing, Dr. Mickens.
Oh, I appreciate it.
That's awesome, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Making it an
especially during these times.
Yeah.
I mean, and you guys are stepping up to the plate, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, college in itself, as you know, is very challenging. It's not easy at all. So anything we can do to reduce the barriers for students and make it a process where they could just focus on their class, we're going to do that. That's the one thing we don't do for students is their schoolwork. We can't do that.
You sure you can't help me out a little bit?
That we can't do. But everything else, we'll try to help them out.
It's awesome, man.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. This has been a great conversation. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us.
Very welcome.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, man.
And you know, we're just excited about being here, and we're excited about the year getting ready to resume, and really hopeful of figuring out new ways to reach the students, not just through the center, because we understand that a lot of students aren't going to be able to come up here, but so figuring out different ways where maybe we can meet them, have a designated time at the Southeast Center campus this semester, where we're making items available for them as far as care packages, doing the same thing out at Downingtown campus in Chester County, because we want to try to reach as many students as possible, and we want as many folks who want to be involved, who are comfortable being involved in this process. We want them to join us.
All right.
Awesome.
So can you give us the contact information one last time before we go?
Sure. Phone number 610-359-7354. Other phone number 610-359-5340. Email resourcecenter@dccc.edu, and the office number, which I didn't mention, is in the academic building, room 1301, directly across from the Career and Counseling Center and also the Student Employment Office.
Well, thank you so much again for this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. Nick, can you take us out?
Absolutely, absolutely. So This Must Be Heard has been brought to you by the New Media Lab and the Office Campus Life. Our executive producers are David Moskowitz, Tashea White, and myself. Our guest today was Dr. Kendrick Mickens of the Student Resource Center. Quick shout out to Victoria Colbreth and Samuel Larson, who designed our cover art. And my name is Nick Ruggiero, your host for this episode. Just for anyone, if you're interested in participating in the New Media Lab, contact Campus Life Office or email us at nml@mail.dccc.edu. And be sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube if you're watching. So thank you so much, everyone. Dr. Mickens, thank you again. Tashea, always great to see you. Thank you so much. And everyone stay safe and have a wonderful day, all right?
Thank you.
All right. And we're out.
Have a great day as well.
All right.